Today, join me on the banks of Aqua again. However, this time it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to show you what's in my tackle bag. So first of all, as you can see, this is just a regular Mr. Price bag. Zip's broken already, so I have to be careful not to drop everything out. So let's start from the top of the bag. I have my bait pouch, and in there I have all kinds of bits and pieces, as you can see. So I have a baiting needle, scissors, a few fakes, I have baiting needles extra, and I have my hook baits, some citrus pop-ups, some homemade hook baits, scopic squid, 18 mils in that, scopic squid 15 mils, some citrus pop-ups. These ones have been glazed in some strawberry crush and citrus liquid. And then in here I have another pair of scissors, which you can't have too many. I lose these just about as much as I lose baiting needles, so always have a few extra in there. A couple of lighters, once again, also something that always disappears. Let me get that back in there. At the top of this I also have a few stacks of hook bait stoppers, boilie stops. Now that's basically all the baits, all my hook baits that I bring with me on a session. So I find if you bring too much hook bait options, you confuse yourself and then you always end up wanting to change hook baits. So get one or two that really works for you and stick to them. Next up, a spool of leader. This is a fluorocarbon leader. I also use this to mount my hook baits and to blob it down rather than bait floss. Then I have my little tackle box or rig, tackle safe, whatever you want to call it. And then in here is all my nitty-gritty stuff to make hook baits. So I have skin link, some Klingon putty, fluoro link for my hook link material, little file for sharpen the hook. I have shrink tubing, tungsten kickers, a couple of hooks, including some ready tied Ronnies. Just need to mount them on there. My lead clips, anti-tangle sleeves, and I have a few items also for my hook bait mounting. So in here's some bait screws, some hook stops, or hook, what do you call it, hook beads? Yeah, hook beads is the right word to use. And then some hook rings as well, a few beads in there. I have a couple of swivels. These are quick change swivels. The ring swivels for the quick change ring swivels are for helicopter rigs, and then I have the normal quick change swivels that you can stick into your lead clip. And I have a couple of buffer beads also for my helicopter presentation. So that's all the stuff I have in there. So next up is my rig wallet, and in there I have a few ready tied rigs. Those are just some extra rigs if one of my rigs go blunt. So the only rigs that I have in here at the moment is my fluorocarbon blowback rigs and my fluorocarbon slip D rigs. On this side I have a couple of pop-up presentations. So there's one Ronnie in there, and then two pop-up, well, my version of a hinge stiff rig. Works really well. Let me know if you want a video on the explanation of how to tie this rig. Next up, this little bag in here. It's actually my lead bag. So in this I have two extra bits and pieces, a couple of hooks. Wait, there's something hard there. A couple of hooks, some swivels, more swivels, hooks again, and hooks, and then also zig screws, because one of these days I'm really going to try and catch a fish in the zig, because I haven't been successful with that yet. And then also in there is some chod link, some 6-ounce leads, then my 4-ounce leads and 3-ounce leads, and that's it. I should actually put my back leads in there as well, but it's not in at the moment. A pair of pliers that's just lying loosely in there. And then also in here at the bottom of the bag is my scales, just to make sure I always take these with, because you never know when you might catch a really big fish and you really want to weigh it. Then I have a few bass items just to pass some time. Just want to show them another Olight flashlight that you will also be carrying with you. Okay, just hang on a second. Let me just finish this and then, then you can go. Go. Sorry. So in front pouch as well, my headlamp, very important, because you don't want to be struggling with everything in the dark. And last but not least, a little packet of cultured hook baits, 15 mils. And all in all, that's about what I carry with me. As you can see, there's everything out. Okay, we come. Yeah? Alright, go. Awesome, thanks man. Alright, so here's the new Olight flashlight. This in the like army brown. That's nice. Can't remember the actual name, but this is very cool. Where your normal flashlight shines forward, this one actually shines on the side. Okay, so that's cool. You can use this to put it down next to your rods when you're taking out with the boat, and you don't have to worry about going over the lines and not knowing where you're going. Okay. So you can pull it up straight, let it just stand like that, and you can see exactly where you're going. Or you can even mount it to the top of your tent. Yeah, that's actually something that would be very helpful, because usually you're struggling to find your way back again. See, so it's actually a very cool idea, this. So yeah, so you can mount it to the top of your tent as well, let it shine down. Once again, it has 3 settings as well. So there's a bright one, so there's the first setting, is the low setting, a bit higher than the highest one. And if you want it really high in the turbo mode, just double click the switch, boom. So that's really cool. And if you want the strobe effect, just triple click the light or the switch. That's quite cool, eh? Jose, that's me. Okay, cool, thanks man. Just remember, all these items that are on sale are in stock, and you'll be able to purchase yourself one of these lights or any of the other lights that you've seen in the previous videos. Just follow the link down below and get more info and get your hands on one of these. Well, that's everything that I have in my tackle box or in my tackle bag. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.